So today we are going to start from question number 19. अरिहंत सिद्ध सुर उपाध्याय साधु सर्व अर्थ के प्रकाशी मांगलिक उपकारी है। तिनको स्वरूप जानी राग ते भई चो भक्ति काय को नमाय स्तुति को उच्चारी है। धन्य धन्य तुम्ही से काज सब आज भयो कर चोरी बारंबार वंदना हमारी है। मंगल कल्याण सुख ऐसो हम चाहते ओ मेरी ऐसी दशा जैसी तुम धारी है। ओ मेरी ऐसी दशा जैसी तुम धारी है। So we continue our Gunasthan Praveshika question answers all about Karnan Yoga. Last class we had completed question number 19. So today it will be 20. Again, there is some mistake. What's happened? 19 is Rag. Then what? 18 is delusion. 19 Rag किसे कहते हैं?
Sir, in question number 18, there are two 18s with delusion in it. So is that just one 18? Is that the mistake?
I think that is the right thing. It's only 18. What has been mentioned in your book?
Yeah, so question 18, what is delusion? Moha. And then later on again, it comes to question 19. What else constitutes delusion? That's also a label as 19. So I think that whole thing is 18.
The whole thing is 18, right?
Yeah, so then 19 is correct, whatever question 19 they labeled.
Yes. Ignorance regarding the liberated soul. Where did they get this definition from? Anyways, 19 is correct. So what is attachment? From there only we need to begin. And so now it's sorted. So what is attachment? Okay. So I made you a co-host if you want to share.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is attachment? Priyanka, you read.
Sorry, I can't seem to be able to share for some reason. Are you? You're saying sharing is not turned on.
Okay.
That's okay, Darshiji. I think I can pull up my own copy. Jai Jinendra, sir.
You can share, Priyanka, you can share.
I can share probably from my iPad, sir, but it will take like 5 minutes if that's okay.
So I will ask somebody else to read in meantime. Subha, you read.
So, okay. Sorry, sir. Just a quick thing. So what question number are we on?
19.
19th question.
What is
19,
attachment?
okay.
What is attachment?
And sir, I will join through the other,
No problem.
through the other
I'll
device.
make a co-host. I will make you co-host.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Can I read?
Yeah. What is attachment? You start from.
What is attachment?
Hmm.
Raga. When the soul experience. One minute. When the soul experiences an affectionate disposition towards an object, perceiving it as desirable, that is called attachment rag. Expressions such as deceit, greed, laughter, delight, three types of pleasurable feelings, and mental states like attraction, affection, love, possessiveness, enjoyership, and intense mental attachment. These all are passionate manifestation of the attribute of conduct arising due to the influence of conduct deluding karma. Thus, such disposition of the soul are referred to as attachment.
So
What?
we have total 25 passions. Okay. It is divided between two. 13 are attachment and 12 are aversion. So among the attachments, deceit and greed, maya and lobe. Okay. And these two are each is having 4 levels. Okay. Anantanubandhiya, Pratyakhan, Pratyakhan and Sanjulan. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Then we have laughter as number 9. Then rati means like or delight, that is 10. Okay. And then 3 sex passions. Okay. So all these put together are 13 attachments. And mental states like attraction, affection, love, possessiveness, enjoyership, and attachment towards external substance. These are all passionate manifestation of the attribute of conduct. Okay. So all these are conduct deluding karma arising due to the influence of conduct deluding karmas. Thus, such deposition of the soul are referred to as attachment. So, attachment in general, attachment as a category, even the aversions are also included in attachment. Okay. But when we specifically say attachment, then it means these 13 kinds of passions. Okay. So, these 13 kinds of passions are attachment, then the next 12 would be aversion. Okay, that's coming up the next question. So attachment is a feeling of attraction, affection, liking, towards other things, other beings, all. So rag, it's called rag, and rag is always compared to a fire, ag. Rag ag dahe sada. So what fire does? Fire burns the whatever comes in contact with it. Similarly, if we manifest attachment, it is going to burn our happiness, peace, calm, okay, serenity. All these are going to be burned by whom? By these attachment. So attachment is a very dangerous kind of manifestation which is not desirable because it is killing our happiness. Okay. So normally if these attachments are not manifested, aversion is not manifested, then we have detachment, passionlessness, and that is the time where we enjoy eternal bliss, and at that same time the inherent nature of the soul is being expressed. Okay. Otherwise, if we manifest attachment, then it destroys all the inner dispositions. Okay. It doesn't allow to bliss to manifest. Okay. So this is a kind of manifestation which we should avoid by applying discriminative knowledge. Okay. So when we connect to our soul, the attachment doesn't arise, and that is the only way of destroying attachment. Okay. So for destroying attachment, we don't have to do anything in the attachment. Instead, we have to take shelter in our pure soul. And when we take shelter in our pure soul, when our active consciousness incline towards our pure soul, then it becomes one with the pure soul, and the stage of self-realization is manifested. Okay. Self-experience, self-realization, right belief evolves. Okay. So this is what we should treat attachment as. Now another coming up, aversion. Okay, what is aversion? Continue, Subhaji.
Sorry, sir, for interrupting. Could you
Yeah,
please make me co-host again?
yeah. I'll make you host.
Okay. Shall I read G? Shall I
Read.
read?
Yeah.
What is aversion? Aversion, dvesha. When
Hmm.
the soul regards an object as undesirable and experiences a state of dislike or repulsion toward it, that is called aversion, dvesha. Manifestations such as anger, growth, pride, displeasure, sorrow, fear, disgust, and mental states like hatred, envy, animosity, jealousy, hostility, and resentment towards external entities. These are all passionate transformation of the attribute of conduct arising due to the influence of conduct deluding karma. Thus, such inner states of the soul are termed aversion, dvesha.
Hmm. So another 12 passions. Okay, so uh, anger, pride, 4 plus 4, 8. Then we have dislike or displeasure, arati, that is ninth. Sorrow, 10th. Fear, 11th. Disgust, 12th. Okay, so these 12s are aversions. And then of course the mental states like hatred, envy, animosity. Animosity is, bear, advanced or a improvised form of anger. If anger remains for a long period of time, then it converts into animosity, or it is also called hostility. Okay, so it's very dangerous. It keeps on going from birth to birth, as we have seen in many Pratman Yoga stories. So in every birth, Kamat and Parshvanath, they had this animosity. So every time Parshvanath would take birth in something, then Kamarth will come and attack him. So that was going on since 10th birth or something like that. Similarly, in case of Ravan, Sita and Lakshman, this kind of things were going on since many births. Okay, so that is very dangerous. It's a cause of your transmigration. Then jealousy. So jealousy and envy is almost similar. Hostility and animosity is similar. And resentment towards external entities. These are all passionate transformation of the attribute of conduct arising due to the influence of conduct deluding karma. Thus, such inner states of the soul are termed aversion. Okay. So, what is the cause of attachments and aversion? Any good answer? Open to all. What is the chief cause?
The desires.
More.
Okay. Else?
Mithyatva.
Oh,
It is more.
what you said, Rajeshri ji?
It's more, sir.
Yes,
More.
mo or mithyatva. Same. So, under the influence of delusion, okay, the soul either whatever reflects in his knowledge screen, it categorizes into either desirable or undesirable. If it is desirable, then naturally the attachment evolves. If it is undesirable, then the aversion involves. So the root cause would be the delusion or moh, mithyatva, whatever, wrong belief. Okay. So because of that, whatever reflects in our knowledge screen, we categorize it between desirable and undesirable. If it is desirable, then attachment evolves. If it is undesirable, then aversion involves. So this is how the sansar goes on. We keep on binding new karmas. Again, those comes into fruition, and we manifest different types of emotions. again there is a bondage. So this cycle goes on. So what would be the remedy, you know? What would be the solution? So first of all, we have to get rid of delusion. When we get rid of delusion, the Anantanubandhi passions goes off along with right belief, along with delusion. This four quadruplet of passions, you know, Anantanubandhi Kashai, that goes off in the first place. Then still the remaining 12 remains, but that also goes away gradually. But it starts with the right belief. Okay. So what is the cause of attachment and aversion? The delusion is the cause of attachment and aversion. And when you see things reflecting on your knowledge screen as a knowable only, gnay, okay, knowable only, then you don't manifest attachment nor aversion, and you are able to absorb what is reflected on the knowledge screen without reacting. Okay, and that is the state of detachment, passionlessness. Okay, and that is true religion. So attachments and aversions are chief cause of our transmigration, and the cause of these two is of course the delusion. Once delusion goes away, the Anantanubandhi level of attachment and aversion goes away, but other three levels are still there. By again practicing descriptive knowledge time and again, time and again, time and again, the second level goes off. That is the stage of fifth stage of spiritual development. Then again with further practice, you attain monkhood, that is 6th, 7th stage, and then further practice and meditation, you reach the 12th stage, that is the stage of complete passionlessness. Okay, we have destroyed all kinds of attachments and aversions. Now it is not going to come again anytime further. And after a few moments, you come to the 13th stage, that is the Aryan stage, then 14th, and you get liberated. So this is how the journey would be. Okay, very good answers from Rajeshri ji and Darshit ji. The next question, 21, Rajeshri ji, you start.
How many states do karmas have?
Hmm.
Karmas have 10 states: bondage, existence, fruition, premature fruition, intensification, attenuation, transformation, suppression, inhabitation, and inexparable fixation.
Sorry,
What is
sorry to
bondage?
interrupt, Rakshi ji and sir. Sir, am I not looking at the right page? I'm on page number. Sorry, I'm on question number 21. Is this the one he says I study
No,
grammar?
this is not the, this is the earlier chapter 1. We are on to now chapter 2.
Sir, it is question number 22, sir.
No, 22 is coming up. What is meant by bondage? This is 21.
So just a
So there
second.
is a mistake, sir.
In the numbering, probably.
So now the Darshit ji has shared the latest one. It is not having any mistake.
So sorry, let me just clarify. The one that I shared, I wasn't even sure of how this numbering worked, but having spoken today, I figured it out. So question number 18 has got what is delusion, and then the question is repeated as question number 19. What else constitutes delusion? So those both are under question 18. Then the whole sequence falls into place.
So should I go back onto like apologies, huh? In
No, 21. You start with 21. Yeah,
so
you
20.
Go further. This is 18. This
Check
is 18.
question number 22. If it's the how many states do
So this is still
karmas have?
chapter 1. This is still chapter 1. You go next chapter. Go further, go further, go further. These 28
If you guys
questions
don't
will
mind,
be.
let me do the correction on my side. I'll send you guys the completed file this evening after the lecture. It'll make it easier for everyone.
Yes, yes.
On
Go
the
ahead, go
numbering.
ahead. Yeah, this is
Yeah, this is the correct page, sir.
yeah, correct page. 23 question.
How many types of bondages are there, right?
No,
Little bit
21.
high.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. how many states do karmas have? Okay.
Okay. All
So
right.
these
Thank you.
karmas have 10 types of stages. Okay. 10 situations. Okay. Karma, what karma does? The karma brings in the soul these 10 types of stages, and because of that, as an instrumental cause, soul undergoes many kind of emotions. Okay. So these are all the states, 10 states. Now this we are not discussing right now because each should be discussed in the sequence. So first coming up is bondage. What is meant by bondage? Continue, Rajeshri ji.
What is bondage? When the karmic aggregates come into specific mutual relationship of interpretation within the same space with the soul's spatial units, having been promoted by the soul's dispositions of delusion, attachment, and aversion. That relationship is called bondage.
So my question, what causes bondage? What would be your answer? Moh, rag, dvesh, delusion, attachments, and aversion. Okay. So that is the cause of the bondage. Okay. And this is very technically explained that when the karmic aggregates, karman come into a specific mutual relationship of interpretation with the same space, where you are, yeah, within the same space, ek kshetra hoga रूप संबंध, okay, with the soul spatial units, Atma Pradesh, okay. So Atma Pradesh and this Karman Varganas, okay, they are just side by side. Not a single atom of karmic bond karmas have entered soul, and not a single attribute of soul has entered karma. They remain different only, okay, because one is a soul substance, another is a matter substance. So how can they mix up? So they never mix up, but they are in the same space point. Where there is a soul, in the same space point, these karmic bondages are there, karmic particles are there. Okay. So that is called ek kshetravga roop sambandh. That means they are in the same space, okay, with the soul's spatial units, where same space, having been prompted by the soul's disposition. So that doesn't happen automatically. But when the soul manifests delusion, attachment, and aversion, then such kind of bondage happens. That relationship is called bondage. Okay. Now the next question, Shashikala ji. How many types of bondage are there?
How many types of bondages are there? There are 4 types of bondage. Nature of bondage, Prakriti Bandha, spatial bondage, Pradesha Bandha, duration of bondage, Sthiti Bandha, intensity of bondage, Anubhaga Bandha. That's all, no?
Yes. So these are the 4 stages we have read in Moksha Marg Prakasak: Prakriti, Pradesh, Sthiti, and Anubhag. Prakriti, Bandesh, Prakriti and Pradesh Bandh, that is the nature of bondage and spatial bondage, are not major. They are not impacting soul in a big way. Okay. But the other two, duration and the intensity, these are the chief cause of bondage. Okay. So first two happens because of the mind, speech, and body activities. Okay. And the next two happens because of the passions.
Yoga and that's what, no? First
Yes,
one,
yoga
yoga.
and kashai, right? Yoga and kashai.
Kashai.
Prakriti Pradesbandh is related
One,
to.
sorry to interrupt you, sir. Please, friends, whatever they written in the bracket, you read, because when you listen to satsang or something, no, they will be referring this. If you know only in English, no, we are not able to connect it immediately. If you know this, no, in that Hindi version, transliteration, we can easily connect with the lectures, Muni Maharaj, satsang, like that. Just your request.
Yes, yes. So that's why these are technical terms. So Hindi meanings are also given. so that you are not misled. Okay, that is
We
the
have to read and know it because easy to connect when we listen to the Muni Bhagavan's lecture or some audios.
yes. Definitely, these technical terms are required to be studied
Yes,
in Hindi also, because
yes.
English meanings are
Nobody,
almost
nobody will
there.
say in English delusion. Nobody will say. They'll say moga only, band only, because then we
But
will not
but
be able to
but
connect.
your rise of Punya Karma is so great that you are getting everything in English translated, right? So don't worry.
Thank
Study
you,
in
sir.
study in whichever language you want. Okay, no problem. Okay, carry on. Shashikala ji, next question.
Yes, sir. Question number 24.
Hmm.
What is meant by nature of bondage? That is
Hmm.
Prakriti Bandha.
Hmm.
Answer. Prakriti means inherent nature, just as the nature of the neem is bitterness and the nature of jaggery is sweetness. The same way, the specific inherent nature of karmas are called Prakriti Bandha, nature of bondage. The transformation, parinam of karmically assimilable matter, Pudgala, okay, into the fundamental forms such as knowledge obscuring, that is jnana varna karma, and into its further subdivisions is called nature of bondage, prakriti
Hmm.
bandha.
So,
Okay.
this is basically the types of bondage. So, like we have 8 karmas, Jnana Varan, Dashna Varan. So, which type uh, karma is being bound? Okay. So, the specific inherent nature of karmas are called Prakriti Bandh. Okay. So, whenever you manifest any kind of emotions, there is an immediately Prakriti Bandh happens. Okay. So that Prakriti Bandh is called the type of bondage. So and that was the first one. Now next.
Shall I continue?
Yes.
What is spatial bondage? That is Prasdesha Bandha. Answer. The number, that is the quantity of Pudgala atoms that at each moment transform into karmic form and associate with the soul is called Praseda Bandha. That
Hmm.
is spatial.
So the
Okay.
first one was about types. This is about
Types,
quantity. Okay.
quantity.
So how much will which karma will bound, that quantity will be governed by the Pradesh Bandha. Okay. Spatial bondage. Okay.
Spatial
So
bondage.
now another two are coming up, Sthiti Bandh and Anubhag Bandh. Jinali,
Next.
you read it.
Yes, sir, but one question. Sir, this will be on the level of intensity of the karma bound.
Yes. These are not major bondages. Prakriti and Pradesh are not major bondages, and the responsibility is on the mind, speech, and body activity for these kind of bondage. The first two bondages are happening because of the mind, speech, and body activities, and it carries a very low weightage of bondage. Okay, but the other two, Sthiti and Anubhag, which are the cause of when a passion arises, these two are bounded, and that is the major bondage. Okay, so these two are very weak, Prakriti Pradesh, but the other two are very strong.
Okay. What is meant by duration of bondage?
Hmm.
Sthiti bandha. Sthiti bandh refers to the temporal bondage whereby the aggregates of Pudgala having transformed into karmic forms such as knowledge obscuring karma, Gnana Varna, remain associated with the soul occupying a single spatial unit, ek kshetra avagha, for a specific duration.
So this duration of bondage decides how much time this bondage, this karmic bondage will remain with the soul. Okay. So whenever you manifest an emotion, automatically depending on the intensity or of the bondage, okay, it will be decided how much time these karmas will remain. Okay. If you are manifesting very I could say, low level of passions, okay, the bondage also will be of less duration. If it is of a very, you scold very strongly, you know, at the top of your voice, then the bondage would be intense. So more duration, okay, more duration and more power, more intensity, both, okay. So whenever you manifest passions, you should remember that these 4 kinds of bondages are happening all the time, okay. So out of 8 karmas, 7 karmas are being bound every moment. Only the lifespan related karma, that is bound on some special occasions, okay. Now those are like, you have, if you are if you have a age of 81 years, so the first attempt of bondage of next lifespan would be at 2/3, when it goes 2/3 of life it goes, then there is a chance, that is at the age of 54 you have a chance. Then 27 years remaining, then again if doesn't happen that time, then again remaining duration you divide 2/3 goes, so another 18 years goes, then you are 72, then there is another chance for bondage of next life. Then that does happen, then another 2/3 goes, then again it's a chance, and this happens 8 times. And still if the bondage has not been done of the next birth, then in the last 48 minutes of your present life, the bondage of next birth happens. So that's why when there is somebody is about to die, we all try to chant Namokar mantra, bhakti, whatever we can, because if that time the bondage, earlier the bondage has not happened, then this is the time the bondage will happen, and if he is in auspicious thoughts, then of course he will get a good life. That is the logic, you know. So, but we never know, it's not something that we can comprehend, it's all seen by the omniscience only. We have to just keep on trying what we can do best in the situations, okay.
The bondage keeps on changing.
No, once it is bounded, your next life, that is fixed. Its duration can change, you know, like Raja Shrenik, when he threw the snake on the monk, you know, he bound a life in hell, okay, but it was first hell, okay, no, not
No,
first hell,
first is seventh
seventh,
hill, sir.
seventh hell,
First
seventh hell,
is seventh
yeah,
hill, sir.
seventh hell, right, it is the strongest of all, okay. But when again his heart melt, when monk, when he again came back to see the monk, and he saw that monk had not done anything, and there were, all the body was covered with small ants and all. So at that time he realized, and then the monk gave both of them ashirvad, you know. So that time his heart melt, that I had inflicted uh, pain on him, and still he is treating me equally as my wife, you know, Chelna Rani. So that is time his heart melt, and that bondage, which was of the seventh narak, seventh hell, that came down to first hell, and the duration was 80, sorry, 33 Sagaropam, okay, 33 Sagaropam, it's a very long age, that got reduced to 84,000. So both of these intensity also got reduced from 7th hell to first hell, and the duration also reduced from 33 sagas to 84,000 years only.
Because of his effect, he has become shy at Samyak Drishti. That's why all this
Yes,
happened.
yes. And when his there was a transformation in his heart also. At that time also he manifested the right belief. And when he went to the Samosaran, then that right belief converted to Shaik Samagdrishti, destructional right belief. Okay. So this keeps on depending on the emotions, these bondages always happen. Okay.
Sir, one clarification. Sorry to interrupt you. That
Mhm.
light you are telling, no, the first one is light, other two is stronger. It's what does that mean? You are telling natural
Means
bondage and
means
special
no. So
bondage
this
is
so the first
क्या
two
है?
are
हाँ,
Prakriti
हाँ,
Bandh and Pradesh Bandh. They are related to the mind, speech, and body activities, and they are not strong. They are very weak.
Yoga.
Yeah, they are not very strong. But Sthiti and Anubhav decide what would be the fruition kind of, what kind of fruition it would be. So Sthiti and Anubhav decides what kind of fruition it would be. Okay, whether it will be a strong kind of fruition or it will be a mild kind of fruition. Okay, so that all depends on the duration and the intensity. Okay, coming to the next one.
What is intensity of bondage? Anubhaga bandha. The specific potency or intensity of karmas like knowledge obscuring karma, gnana varna, either in terms of their distinctive flavor, rasa visesa, or their particular power to produce results, is called Anubhaga bandha.
So the more you manifest intense kinds of passion, the more will be this kind of bondage. Okay, the specific potency or intensity of karmas like knowledge obscuring karma, etc., either in terms of their distinctive flavor or their particular power to produce results. Okay, so their particular power to produce results governs what kind of fruition it would be. Okay, so if you are manifesting strong emotions, then the bondage will also be like that, and when it comes into fruition, the results will also be very intense kind of things. So this kind of bondages only lands you up in hell. So this kind of bondages, intense kind of bondages. Now, so this is the first of the 10 stages that we discussed. Now the second stage is coming up. It is called Satta, existence of karma. Okay, so now next 2, 3 and 4, so 28, 29, 30, these 3 questions will be covered by Priyanka.
What is sattva or satta? Existence of karma. Sattva or satta refers to the continued existence of karmas, bonded over various moments of time, in association with the soul's spatial units, pradesh, for a determined duration.
So who will determine this duration, Priyanka?
So the above 2 kinds of bandh is whatever intensity the karma was. The sthiti bandha, temporal bondage.
No, the passions that you manifest depends on that. That what duration it will there, the karmas will remain with the soul, and at different moments we are binding different kinds of karma. So what we are right now experiencing, maybe some karmas we have bound 50,000 years ago. That has also come into rise. Some karma we have bound 5,000 years ago. That has come into rise. Some karmas we have bound say 200 years ago. That has come into rise. Some karmas we have bound maybe this life only. That also come into rise. So what we are experiencing now is a totality of the previous kinds of bondage that we have already done, that is coming into fruition. And when it comes into fruition, the soul undergoes different kinds of sentiments. Okay, so this is about satta. So it is there in the existence, but the fruition has not happened. It's still in the stock. It is in the stock. These karmas are in the stock. When the appropriate time will come, they will get a rise, and correspondingly they will bring an effect in the soul's emotions. Okay, so this is satta. The third stage of karma, 10 stages, this is 3 by 10. What is uday, fruition? What is fruition?
Sorry, just a question, sir. So sattva or satta, is it kind of like an invisible, it's not a matter, it's just the gun of karmas?
No, it's a matter, but it is so subtle that in our sensory and scriptural knowledge, we are not able to know it.
Okay.
But the impact that it brings in when it comes to fruition, that we do experience, right? But karma we cannot see. It's so subtle, nobody has seen karmas. It's only seen by the omniscience.
Okay, so sorry, just a follow-up question. So this is kind of like a catalyst when the karmas will come into fruition.
So catalyst doesn't participate in the action, right? It
No.
speed up the action, but no, it is not like this. These are
It's not
directly bringing the impact, in the emotions of the soul. Okay, although they are instrumental cause, but still they are responsible, and that is how this transmigration is going on, right? So you manifestations, different kinds of, based on that you bind new karmas, and when that new karmas comes into maturity or fruition, at that time you again manifest emotions, and with those emotions again you bind karmas. So this cycle goes on until and unless you start you realize yourself, you start practicing discriminative knowledge, then there is a stoppage in the initial phase, and then we have dissociation also happening simultaneously. So
Sir, once the Uday comes, it goes as a Pudgal. It will go and dissolve in the universe as a Pudgal, no? This karmas. After fruition.
So the karmas will get detached.
Yes.
Karma will get detached from the soul space, okay?
Okay. So carry on.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 29. What is fruition or uday? When the duration or shiti of a karma completes and it begins to yield its result, that manifestation is called fruition or uday.
So far you have bound the karmas, it is there in the stock, and when it comes into fruition, that is called uday. So long it is in the stock, it is in a dormant state, it is not affecting you in any way, okay, but it is there as a stock, okay, and when the right time comes, appropriate time comes, it starts giving fruits, okay. So right now we have karma since infinite births along with us, okay, and when it times comes for maturity, then it gives you fruition, okay. But we should not be worried. Although in the ignorance we have bounded many infinite karmas, but when we realize ourselves and when we concentrate ourselves, okay, all the karmas get destroyed immediately, okay. That is how Bharat Chakravarti, he got initiated into monkhood, and within 48 minutes he destroyed all the 4 destructive karmas, Gati karma, and he manifested omniscience knowledge within 48 minutes. How it could be happening so fast, because while he was into the 4th stage, he was conquering kingdom, he was marrying these queens, 96,000 queens, all the time he was practicing discriminative knowledge. So he had got very mild kind of bondage, and when he started meditating, so all those bondages just went away, just like, it evaporated, all the karmas got evaporated, and he manifested omniscience knowledge, complete knowledge. Next.
Okay. Question number 30.
Yeah.
What is premature fruition or udirna?
So this is the 4th type of stage, So first one was bandh, then that is bondage. The second one was satta. The third is uday, and now the 4th one is udirna.
Which is premature fruition? Answer. When, due to the dispositions of the soul or jeev, a karma comes into fruition before its full duration or shiti is completed and yields result, it is called premature fruition or udirna.
So you have booked an FD with the bank, okay. Now you are in need of money. So what you go? You go to the bank and break the FD. So it is called prematurity. Okay. The time has not come. Time has not come, but you are taking it before maturity. So similarly, with the kind of dispositions or emotions that you manifest, these things, the karmic state changes all the time, every moment. Now we are all doing swadhyay, okay? So now we are binding highest level of punya at this point of time. So what is happening, our pap karmas, which supposing it was supposed to come of 100 kilo rise of pap karma was supposed to happen right now. But what will happen now, because of our auspicious dispositions that we are manifesting right now, what will happen now, that demerit of 100 kg will get reduced to 2 kg and it will come into fruition. This is called Udina. Now opposite, if we would have been all watching TV night right now, then we would have bounded inauspicious karma. Then what would have happened, supposing 100 kg merits was supposed to come, okay? But because of your present disposition that you got engaged in watching TV, that is an inauspicious activity, what happened, those 100 kg punya got reduced to 2 kg only. So you are having little bit of comfort. 98 kg went away because of your present disposition. So we should be very aware what kind of manifestations we are doing all the time. We should not indulge unnecessary things because it causes a lot of bondages, okay? So we should use our time very judiciously and uh, be very purposeful in our objective, what we want to do in life, So that's going to make a big difference in the journey of our spiritual evolution. So this is one of the definitions, okay? Now the next definition you read, there are 4 definitions.
When, due to the dispositions of the soul, jiva, the inflow units, nisek, or nisek, of karmas outside the stream of fruition, Udayavali, merge into the inflow units within the stream of fruition, that is premature fruition.
So due to the disposition of the soul, okay, disposition of the soul means what kind you are manifesting. Either you are manifesting auspicious or inauspicious. So now we are all manifesting auspicious disposition, okay? So we are having an auspicious bondage. If we would have been watching TV now, then it would be an auspicious disposition and the bondage would also has been inauspicious, okay? So when due to the disposition of the soul, that is in our hand, whether we want to manifest the disposition or not, that depends on our effort, okay? If our efforts are subdued, then we will be indulging in inauspicious activities. If our if we are manifesting auspicious kind of sentiments, then the bondage would be of merit kind, So depending on the soul's disposition, the bondage follows. So at the end of the day, we are only responsible what is happening in our life. We cannot blame anybody. We cannot blame our parents, we cannot blame our spouse, we cannot blame our children, staff, boss, nothing. No. Nobody can do anything in your life. It is your own destiny. You have set up that way, and that's why it's coming that way. Okay. So we are not supposed to blame anybody. Now this Udirna, I'll give you one example that master and his 2 disciples. One was very sincere, religious, punctual, all the good qualities you see in him. And the other was very lethargic, unobedient. He would not listen to his guru, So these 2 wives. So the Guru thought of taking exams of both of them. So he released them from the Gurukul and said, you go, whatever you want to do tonight, and come tomorrow morning, come back to the ashram again. So both went away. So the one who was good, he did all night, he was meditating, he was reading scriptures, he was contemplating, okay? And the other one who was bad, he was doing all the wrong things the whole night, okay? So the next morning, both of them came to the Guru. So the good one, good student was, while he was coming to the ashram, he got struck up, say sharp, we can say something sharp struck up in his leg, and he was bleeding. Okay, blood was coming out from that. And the other fellow who did wrong things all the whole night, while he was coming, he got a gold coin. So both of them described to his Guruji what they did the whole night and the resultant. So the disciple who was very good, he said that Guruji, this is unfair. I did all the good things the whole night and still I got this what you call thorn stuck up in my leg and I'm now bleeding. And he did all the bad things in the whole night and still he got a gold coin. So how this injustice is justified? So Guru said, no, there cannot be any injustice being done. So you were supposed to get hanged. But because you did all the good things the whole night, that got converted and you, so the karmas got udirna, you know, all the karmas got udirna and the punishment of death had converted into just a small punishment of thorns stuck in your foot. Okay. And the person who did all the wrong things the whole night, that student was supposed to be crowned the king at this point of time. But because he did bad thing, all his merits got evaporated, converted, and he just got one gold coin. Okay. So karmas never do any injustice, it is always justice. Karma never forgives anybody. Karma is a inanimate entity. It doesn't have any feeling. It doesn't have any hatred that I will give so much punishment to Darshit ji and so much to Rajeshri ji. No. As per your manifestations of dispositions, so will be the karmic bondage and so will be the fruition. Okay. So we have nobody to blame for our good or bad things happening in our life.
So there's a saying that karma serves you what you deserve.
Yes. Yes. Boomerang. It all comes back to you only. So when you help somebody, so the principle from the real point of view states that one substance cannot do anything of the other. So where is the question of helping? But you cannot do, that is true. But the feeling of helping somebody, you bound such a karma that when it came into fruition, you will get help from somebody else. Okay. So when you are helping somebody, you are helping yourself, not that person. Okay. This understanding you should develop. Okay. So everything is very justified. There is nothing or never that injustice is being done in the court of law of the karmas. Okay. I'll give you one example. I'll give you one more example of proving the karmic law, you know, karmic laws. So if you commit one murder, Darshit ji, what would be the punishment?
Death.
Death. Okay. If you commit 1000 murders, what would be the punishment?
Many lifetimes of death.
No. This birth you cannot get the next times of death. No, this.
No, so in the next life you'll also be not death, but that karma will come and affect you.
Yeah, but
It will
what
come
the
and
law,
harm you.
but what the law says, what the
So in a
court
court
of
of
law,
law,
in
yeah,
the court of law, in the judiciary, what would be the punishment?
You know, the way they phrase this is they'll say that it's 2 lifetimes of punishment, for example. That's how they phrase it in the book,
No.
in the law.
It is also death now also.
Death only. The death is the highest punishment that anybody can get, you know. There is no higher punishment than death. So even if you commit one murder, death. 1000 murder, death. So the court of justice, they are not doing justice at all. But our karma theory states that he is not going to suffer this birth, but infinite next births, he will be suffering all the time. Okay. So the karmic, the law of karma, they give you justice, you know.
Jain karmic theories
Yeah.
know that darshan as such a extensive logic karmic theories. Only Bhagavan, that our darshan only has.
Yes.
Very,
Yes.
very.
Yes. So you should always be mindful of what you are doing. Okay. It's not going to affect this birth only, but in the next birth, all whatever you bind, you have to suffer. Okay. So this is what is all about. Now coming to the third definition. Okay.
When a karma that did not have its time of fruition, Udaykal, enters into fruition, it is called premature fruition or
Okay.
Udina.
Very clear. Fourth one.
Unseasonal ripening, Akal Pak, is called premature fruition, Udina.
Akal Pak, you know.
Pak.
So this is all clear. Okay. So Udina is a very good concept of karma.
Sorry, is it just me or is it sir's screen has frozen?
No, he is frozen.
Okay. Sir, sorry, you're on mute.
Yes, yes. So I was out, my internet connection went away. So I joined from hotspot. Okay. So okay, we'll continue. This is the last question that we are doing today. I have to go somewhere. So what is this one? Okay, Utkarshan, 31. Okay, I'll just explain you. What is Utkarshan? So with this again, disposition of the soul, like we are into now auspicious disposition, right? We are all studying Jinvani. So it is an auspicious disposition that we are manifesting. So because of that, our punya will increase, pap will decrease. Okay, so this is called Utkarshan, increment of auspicious and decrease of inauspicious. Okay, so this also happens all the time. Then question number 32. What is upkarshan? Upkarshan means de-intensification. So upkarshan means your karmas getting reduced. So when we are doing auspicious activity, what will get reduced? Auspicious or inauspicious? What will get reduced? Punya or pap? Merit or demerit?
Our demerit.
Yes, demerit will get reduced. And what will increase at that point of time?
Merit.
Merit.
Merit will increase. Very good. Okay. So you see how important is your disposition. It all depends on our what we are manifesting, right? A situation demands that you do anger, but because of this knowledge that you have got, you are not manifesting anger. You are able to analyze everything that it is not the fault of that servant. The glass has been broken because my pap karma has come into fruition. Okay, this much only if you are able to uh, understand at that point of time, analyze at that point of time, you will never scold your servant. Okay, so now you are not manifesting anger. Okay, so you are saved. Okay, so this is how the karmic cycle goes on. Okay, so Utkarshan, Apkarshan, Udirna, and the last one is transformation. That also we will cover. Question number 33. Okay, Darshitji, you read.
Sorry. What is samkramna, transformation or transition? The transformation of the atoms, Pramanu, of specific karmic types into another, but of the same class, Sanjana Anya Prakriti, is called Samkranu, transition. For example, due to pure states of the soul, Vishuddh Parinam, the atoms of the previously bound pain-producing karma, Asata Vednya, transform into the pleasure-producing karma, Sata Vednya. And due to impure or afflicted states, Sanklesh Parinamu, the atoms of the Sata Vednya karma transform into the Asata Vednya form. The process has the following special features. There is no Samkranu transformation among the principal Mula karmic natures. Second one, among the four lifespan karmas, Ayu karma, no mutual transformation occurs. Third one, in the Mohinya karma, deluding karma, transformation does not occur from Darshana, Mohinya, perception deluding, to Charitra Mohinya, conduct deluding. The fourth one, transformation, Samkranu, Krana, takes place among the subtypes within Darshan, Mohinya, and among those within Charita Mohinya karmas.
So you see, this is called transformation, sankraman, conversion. In simple language, it is conversion. Okay. So with again your present disposition, now we are into auspicious. So right now, your bondage, which is in the stock as a demerit, okay, that is being converted into merit. Okay. And at the same time, if you are watching TV or any involving in any inauspicious activity, then the reverse will happen. Your whole punya will get converted into pap. Okay. So now with these four things, Udirna, Utkarshan, Apkarshan, and Sankraman, these are very, you can say, these four states of karma teaches us to be responsible about our dispositions, what we are manifesting. Okay. So this is all governing our future bondages. Okay. So by understanding this principle of this four karmic state, we are able to create an awareness where we will see that we are not manifesting intense passions, come what situation, whatever loss has to happen has happened. But by manifesting passion, we are increasing that loss. Okay. So all these four types of bondages teaches us that come no matter what happens, you should always be mindful of what you are manifesting. Each and every manifestation of your is going to yield results. Not a single karma goes away without any effort. Okay. So if you are putting the right efforts in the right direction, you are having a win-win situation. On one hand, your stock, existing stock is getting depleted, and on the other hand, you are binding auspicious karmas only. So that's why one principle you can write it down, that demerits, पाप घट के खत्म होता है. It reduces and then gets destroyed. Okay, but punya, it first increases and then gets destroyed. Okay, so this is happening. So now if you have understood this, then you don't expect tomorrow that all of your sinful activities will go away. It will not go away immediately. It will start reducing, that is for sure. Okay, it will start reducing. There you will see a remarkable improvement in all kinds of passions that you had been manifesting earlier. That changes you will always be able to see, right? But having said that, it's not going to go away overnight. It will gradually reduce. All the sinful activities will gradually reduced and then it will go away. But in case of auspicious activities, the merits karma, okay, it increases. Now we are doing all the time swadhyay. Okay, 3 years ago when you did not join this course, how many hours a week you were doing swadhyay? Okay, now your life has changed. Now you are doing more swadhyay, right? So your punya is increasing. As we go ahead in the path of spirituality, our punya keeps on increasing. Okay, so initially the pap will get reduced and go away. Punya will increase and then go away. This punya increase, punya will come into fruition. You know when we are going to get liberated in that particular birth, all the punyas will get destroyed and we will get liberated. Okay, so this is how things happen. And with that note, we are closing today 10 minutes earlier. Maybe, yeah, 10 minutes we are early closing. I have to go someplace for a meeting. So 33 question is where we are ending. So the next would be 8th, 8 out of 10, you know. So 7 was Sankraman and 8th would be Upshant. So that we will be taking up tomorrow. Today we are closing here. Okay. निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है. 9 times नमोकार मंत्र. बोलो दातसांगी जिनवाणी माता की
जय.
जय.
धन्यवाद जय. धन्यवाद.
Jai.
जय जिनेंद्र.
If you have any questions, we will take up tomorrow. Okay. Keep